Welcome back to Coriander Society Adventures. I'm Tormented by Gnomes, your game master. Joining me live and in person, we've got Ninja Man Matt and Pods of War. Did you enjoy your nachos during the break?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, that habanero, though.
That's what makes a mean salsa.
Yeah.
When last we left our heroes, they had been transported to the broken world of Leftover, the shattered remains of a universe torn apart by the portals that were engulfed in chaos surrounding the Obsidian Spire, the central portal network of the Pact Malefic. Long ago, John was here with his companions from the Coriander Society, and they lost one of their own, a woman named Adriana, who plummeted, seemingly to her death, into the broken void of this world. Now, having returned to it, Asena thought that she saw Adriana far below, and so they rigged up a simple system in order to go down into this void and check. But surely Adriana couldn't be down there. She's been falling for years and years and years and years, so how is it that they thought they could see her? After lowering themselves several hundred feet into this void, they looked down and they saw three things at once. Adriana still plummeting, a flash of violet fire, and the amorphous corruption of the flesh of Kur, a piece of which John left with Adriana as she plummeted deep into Leftover. The last thing I think John said was, "We have to get out of here." He sent up a signal to Tenkoble Bisbus, who was dragged into this dimension with them, and they started ascending back up towards the top.
Hurry, quickly. I know you can't hear me, but you gotta go, man. This is not good.
He, in fact, cannot hear you. Asena, what do you do?
Why are we leaving?
Well, because, you know that the crazy chronophage on the Kunis? And there's also a crazy world-ending god thing on Yord? Well, there's the next tier up, which is like the Omega universe-killing god thing. That's a piece of it down there. Those pieces that I've been hiding across the multiverse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was doing a good thing, and very recently found out, maybe not. So, regardless, we gotta get out of here.
You don't have to, get that back, do you?
I hope not.
You have to kill it?
Well, you can't really kill it is the thing. I would have tried.
Or
But-
you're just going to run away from it?
I mean, we can't really guess.
What about Ariana? She's not...
Ariana? Adriana. Adriana?
Adriana.
Yeah, no, nothing.
So it tricked you?
Do you think that actually was Adriana? Because I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, you have kind of a weird connection to this kind of place. Did you sense or feel anything?
I just feel good here. I did see a purple shimmery thing.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that you don't like.
The fire, yeah.
I didn't know that it could be people.
Well, to be honest, I didn't know that either. Normally, it's just a lump of horrible pulsating dragon flesh.
Dragon flesh?
Yeah.
What if she's the dragon flesh?
I mean, I guess it's possible. She had a piece on her when she fell, but I don't know. Maybe if that is her, maybe it's what's kept her alive so long.
So she is alive.
I don't know. That's the thing.
Oh.
Well, I'm not really set up in a way to be able to safely get the two of us down there and return us without getting trapped ourselves.
Okay.
I think we should put a pin in this. We go through the portal, get back to the Black Citadel of sorts, and we'll work it out. So we know how to come back here.
What kind of pin?
Remember the ones on my board back in Northport that I used to say where our houses all were?
Yes.
That kind of pin.
How are we going to put the pin in this?
Like a proverbial pin. Just imagine, here we are, there's the map, and there it is. We'll come back to that. You know what I mean? And John will literally use prestidigitation to make a fake-looking map and then put a pin in the map, and it says Leftover.
Fine. We have put a pin in it.
Exactly, and he snaps his fingers and the map dissolves into purple fire, and that'll be us if we stick around and we're not careful. So let's hurry it up, Tenkoble! she's not hurting. He's just gonna keep
We should be lucky that he's doing it at all.
I told you he's a nice guy deep down. He's like if a gnome was actually a clock, like animated. Like if you took a clock and animated it and gave it a fire gun. That's basically Tenkoble.
Tenkoble is a gnome clock?
Yeah, he's a gnome clock that likes to set things on fire and collect gold.
It's more like a bomb.
Well, a ticking time bomb, but yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why you don't get on his bad side.
It's very easy.
It is.
All you have to say is don't touch the Dargon gold.
Well, I think it was probably a little more involved than that.
Nope. Really. Oh, yeah, I did put him in a chokehold.
Yeah! That sounds about right. Hey, you can't hear us!
It takes a couple of minutes before you fully ascend all the way back, and as soon as the disc is even slightly over the rock, its gravity reasserts itself. It's no longer pulling all the way down. It's now floating properly.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Yeah, there was nothing down there.
Well, that's not entirely accurate, but nothing we can take care of right now.
Okay.
There
was no gold down there.
Now what?
You figured that. We go through the portal. It should be it's still okay, right?
It's, more okay.
I thought it was broken.
Well, no, it wasn't broken. It was unstable, but I've somewhat stabilized it. It's never going to be perfect because this whole entire world is, dissolving into nothingness. But this should probably be one of the last things that goes because I'm pretty sure this was probably the apex? Ground zero. This is probably where it happened. What?
Nothing.
Oh, with the cat business? Yeah.
All right. Do you want to enter the portal?
I do.
Okay.
I dare, Master Uthar.
All right. If the three of you are willing to enter the portal to the Obsidian Spire of Pact Malefic, what, Matt?
I thought you were talking to you, me, and the cat, the three of us.
No, you and Tenkoble.
Yep.
The cat is not playing this game.
Well, the cat could be Tenkoble.
Would be about just as chaotic.
Yep.
If Lulu jumps off the table, please let me know because
Yes.
that has to be intercepted immediately.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. If the lot of you are willing to enter the portal, I need each of you to roll one of the percentile dice.
Four. Shoot.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't count.
40.
40 or 04?
4.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
I thought first and second, but okay.
One of them has the dot underneath it.
The dot is this one.
That's the tens place. So you got a 4.
I got a 4!
Great. I need one of the two of you.
In my defense, I thought that she was the tens place.
In your defense, it didn't matter.
True. Understandable. Have a nice day.
I need one of you to roll 1d20, please.
Go for it. You're hotter than I am right now.
16.
Nice.
16.
I think we like those. I want to see if I can replicate that miner from earlier. Nope. I'll never do that again.
As the three of you enter the portal, it explodes.
Don't do that to me.
It explodes. A 60-foot weight, invisible, well, not quite invisible, translucent ripple passes through space and time, racking your bodies, draining. What is your highest physical ability score between strength, dex, and con?
Dex.
Dex. And what about you, Asena?
Strength/con, I
Probably
believe, are the
Dex.
same. Your highest? No.
No going
I
down.
think
there.
you're halfway between strength and con.
Con is 6.
You have a +6 to your constitution.
No. It's 16 for both. Strength and con are both 16 for Asena.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll Constitution saving throws, both of you, as you attempt to resist the physical siphon that erupted from this.
12 plus 3.
How dangerous does John believe this siphon to be?
It is going to drain your physical capabilities. Roll an Arcana check.
Drain or damage? Does this feel permanent?
The Stargate erupts in a 60-foot radius of backlash that physically racks creatures. Creatures caught in the blast radius have disadvantage on saving throws for their highest physical ability score until they finish a short rest. A successful Constitution saving throw negates this effect.
Well, I fail.
Okay, then you are physically racked, your body is drained of its vital energy, and you are slow and arthritic. Asena.
Yeah, that's about right.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
She did. She succeeded. She got like 16 plus.
Great. Tenkoble. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, 6 plus.
Plus not good enough. Tenkoble's dexterity is sapped, and until he finishes a short rest, he makes all those saves at a disadvantage.
Well, poopy.
The three of you are hurtled once again through the astral plane, Asena, and though for the two of them, they barely notice it, Asena, as always, has the option of messing with it.
And she can see our bonitis just getting worse.
My one regret is having bonitis.
Guys would be better in the astral plane.
Mental only.
Don't do this.
You can get anywhere. That's the nice thing about the astral plane. You can go anywhere from the astral
You can go anywhere or nowhere.
But do we want to go where we're going?
You know where you could also get anywhere? The Black Tower that has a portal directly to anywhere we want to go.
Does it, though?
I'll swim around a little.
Okay.
Enjoying my time.
Remember, you're not like...
Cat's thinking about it, just FYI.
You're not free-floating. You're being drawn through this conduit because you're in a portal. You can only really swim around when you choose to break out of the conduit.
Fair. We'll keep going.
Okay. Okay. One moment.
Non-denominational holidays! Non-denominational corporate holiday.
You don't remember.
What?
You don't remember.
What do you mean I don't remember? I just said it.
John doesn't remember.
Oh, right. I don't remember.
Whoosh. You emerge from a swirling pool of eerie green light in a stone doorway into a red stone chamber. The air here smells vaguely of sulfur. There's an oppressive heat all around you. You have entered the Obsidian Spire.
We've been here before.
Well, you've been here in dream.
In dream?
Mm-hmm. I brought you here in dream.
In your head, you hear a voice.
That sounds bad.
Asena, in your head, you hear a voice that says, I can assure you, you have not.
Hey, Anonymous.
Through, almost as if he was waiting for you, is a bespectacled canine creature wearing fine, flowing robes. His spectacles are tied to his collar and they sit on the edge of his long snout, and they're tied by golden chains to his collar. He carries with him a bundle of scrolls and a tome. And he looks at the two of you. Roll an insight check, please, Asena.
16.
Okay. Clear contempt. Obvious contempt. As he addresses all three of you mentally at the same time. Are you aware of the definition of hell? He looks directly at Asena.
I'm going to respond in my head.
Mm-hmm.
No, not really.
Hell is when you are trapped eternally without chance of recourse, nor the sweet, sweet release of oblivion. Not even death can save you from a hideous, malodorous, horrifying torment. The worst mental anguish you can imagine. The most torturous, miserable experience again and again, forever. And then just when you think you've finally escaped from this wretched fate, it comes right back to you. And that's when you know you really are damned for all time. Welcome back, John. Nice to see you again.
Good to be here. It's been a while.
Not nearly long enough.
No, certainly, but that's your own personal hell, isn't it? He gave you the hell talk, didn't he?
He doesn't like you?
Oh, no, we're best buds.
That is incorrect.
No, the Castellan doesn't know what he's saying. He's happy to see me.
I thought he said you were hell.
Well, hell is a lot of things.
Only one of us is a fiend, and only one of us is suffering this eternal torment.
You can't get out of here?
No.
Why not?
I am the Castellan of the Obsidian Spire. It
He's
is
bound
my
here.
charge to take care of it, to ensure that it remains well organized, well kept, and to attend to security matters in the event that the High Lords cannot do so themselves.
He
Can't
won't
you
let me
quit?
go anywhere fun.
Why?
Because.
No, that would violate the terms of my contract.
But you could.
No, I can't.
He literally can't.
Why not?
And he said, wow, he's a fiend. Let's put it that way.
What's a fiend?
Well, it's kind of like a devil, but not quite.
You would die?
Well,
I simply cannot.
You are dead?
No,
What if I made you?
wouldn't take.
This is interesting.
exceedingly so.
Not from my perspective. I have had this conversation many, many times, and it's been just as boring every single time.
I feel
And-
inclined to get you out of here just 'cause.
While the sentiment is appreciated, I strongly doubt that lies within your capabilities, nor within your intentions, given the company that you keep.
I mean, I wouldn't assume.
Yeah, I could do tons of things.
I'm sure you can. John, would you inflict the introductions upon me?
No.
I am Anonymous. The caretaking of this place is my
Anonymous.
charge. And you are...
I'm Asena.
Asena, you should leave immediately.
Okay. I will head to one of the portals.
Okay, which one do you want to go to?
The closest one. That's not the one we came out of.
Okay,
That's actually good.
there's one immediately to the north, and there's one immediately to the south. We're just you don't really know what is north and what is south, but there's one here and there's one here.
Now, hold on just a moment, Anonymous. It's been quite a while since, we've been here in physical form. I actually showed both Asena and another associate of mine around maybe a month ago. Hasn't been that long.
I don't care.
Wow. You do a little bit. He doesn't like to admit it, but he actually does appreciate when I show up, because what he has neglected to say is that his entire organization, the Pact Malefic,
He's in the Pact Malefic?
well, less in and more so, like when you go to one of those big swanky mansions and they have a butler? He's like the butler. He's the mansion butler, but unlike...
Like my baby mom has.
Like your baby mom, exactly. The only thing is he literally can't leave, and because of his contract, how he's bound here, even though his baby mom is very likely long gone and lost to the ages or just dead, he's stuck here, taking care of this place until it eventually fades into nothingness, which, considering, may never happen. So he could be stuck here for a literal eternity.
He can't go through these portals?
No.
He disintegrates.
No, it's more like when you are trying to go out of bounds in an FPS and it's just there's an invisible wall and you just can't do it. Yeah. One of those shooty games I was telling you about. Yeah. Anyway, he doesn't admit it because he can't. Well, he could.
Have you ever noticed how truly abysmal he is at explaining things?
You see, I
Yeah.
love this about him. He's very funny. He's very witty.
He gets there eventually, but he says a lot more words than necessary.
Wow.
Yes, it's agonizing.
Can be.
Depends on how you look at it.
Correctly.
Anyways, he always appreciates when I show up because then he actually gets to interact with someone other than,
What if he prefers solitude?
I very much do.
No, come on. Not forever.
Yes, forever.
I think he'll like Tenkoble more.
He looks over at Tenkoble. Tenkoble looks up at him. Tenkoble looks around. He's already scoping the place out to see if there's anything that he can lift. Anonymous reads him immediately, and his eyes narrow down his snoot. The Tenkoble just stares back at him. There's a moment as the two of them just stare at each other.
So here's the issue, and John walks over to the PYRESPACE portal, which is the one just above where we came in. Oh, actually, before we do that, John turns around and walks just down south a bit, stands before the inactive portal, and just gives one of those, ta-da!
What?
That's my house.
That's your house.
Yeah, that's where I came from. That's home. That's Earth.
Let's go in that one.
Well, we can't. It's gone. It's destroyed. Not Earth, hopefully. Not anyway. The portal was destroyed when me and my companions initially came through. There is no other portal.
You ruined it.
I didn't ruin it. The members of the Pact Malefic ruined it.
I'm sure that if you weren't there, the portal would have survived.
Well, you can add a second portal to that list.
What?
Well, we don't know if it's gone.
It was breaking.
It blew up. Doesn't mean it's gone.
Anonymous walks over, and his robe barely moves, as if it doesn't even touch the air nearby as he shuffles over. Starts taking a look at the portal frame. I highly doubt we'll have any more traffic through there. My fondest hope is that one day they'll all suffer that fate. Provided, of course, if you are on the other side of one of them when that occurs.
And likely I won't. With any luck.
That would coincide with my experience, yes. My theory of a hateful universe.
I, by the way, am ever so much closer to unlocking the secrets of this place.
And how is that?
Well, let's just say,
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
So I almost qualify. Per your rules, anyway.
There are additional steps and measures that will have to be handled along the way. Have you obtained sponsorship?
Well, yes, actually, of a sort.
Of a sort.
Well, I believe they're still officially a member. I know him as Segumo. I'm not sure if that's a name that he held while he was here.
No, it doesn't ring a bell. It's not in the ledger.
John starts listing off Warcrow? Does that ring a bell?
Warcrow.
Yeah, okay.
Warcrow's still active.
Well, yes. Warcrow's still alive.
Oh.
They're still doing their thing, certainly.
His nomination would carry some amount of weight, provided that you were willing to undergo the rites, of course.
Yeah, it's, we can talk about that.
It would have to be submitted through the proper channels.
Of course.
As the only active adjudicator, I would have to weigh in on the successful completion of both rites.
Yes, absolutely. And, if you wouldn't mind, and John goes through his, this is actually to me to you, DM. I don't want to, on air quite yet say what those rights are, because from what I recall, they're not great. But, if you can DM me what those rights are.
I'll take care of that.
It's been a long time since John was even close to being able to join up with this place.
That's fine. The experience that Asena is having of these two saying vague, ominous things at each other it's immersive.
Yeah. And any right. So here's the thing, and John moves back up towards the North Pole.
Have you ever noticed how often he says, "Here's the thing," as you travel with him? If ever it was that he actually got to the thing and was done with the thing, perhaps he could move on and trouble me no longer. But
it would be much easier to get to the thing if you quit interrupting with all that snarky commentary.
There's always
which I love.
Another thing.
There's always more things, Anonymous. The world is full of things.
I like things.
Yes.
Can you imagine if there were no things?
I dream of it every passing moment.
Be very sad.
He craves death, if you can't tell.
Why doesn't he just die?
He can't.
That would be against the terms of my employment.
Well, I don't know why you just don't burn the terms.
Actually, that's something that I'm considering helping with.
If I burned the terms, it would also violate the terms of my employment.
No. But see, that's the thing. If somebody who's in charge of, yeah, you know where I'm going with this, change the means of the contract, then it would ultimately, possibly, free you from your responsibility.
So chat gave him something shiny to play with. I think I'm going to give him a copy of the Infernal Puzzle Box from Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
Nice, I love that.
He has one of those. It's actually an exact duplicate.
It's the same thing, yeah.
But John has no reason to care about it.
No, absolutely not.
So he's just,
just. Anyways, so looks over very poignantly at Anonymous. Here's the thing. We are going to be going through this portal here. However, this portal is going to be leading us. Are you paying attention to this?
Yep.
Okay.
This portal leading us.
So do you remember when Aura was describing all of the different planets inside of the solar system of PYRESPACE? We were going to be on Ashen, which is the closest to the sun.
Yeah, there was a water one.
Uh-huh.
And water one.
A forest one.
Forest one.
And a jungle one, right?
Yeah.
And then lots of them. Anyways, this takes us to the jungle one. Jungle one that is inhabited by monstrous snake people and has no form of any actualized civilization, at least that we know of, that is willing to easily spacefare. So if we go through this portal, which is the, I would say, easiest way to get us back into the same solar system we were, we don't really have a good way of getting off. Other than the fact that we would be in the same plane of existence as our compatriots, and if they are trying to contact us, they then would be able to be successful. Now, here's the thing. It's been maybe, I don't know, what would you say, half an hour we've been gone?
10 minutes.
Well, a little longer than 10 minutes. We still haven't gotten any kind of a message from Hora.
Can she reach us that far?
With a sending spell, yes. So I'm a little bit puzzled why she hasn't sent anything to us in regards to why we just disappeared, unless she believes we were disintegrated and didn't bother trying. That doesn't seem like Hora. Or something happened, and as soon as that went off, it sent some kind of chain of events. Maybe the whole thing blew up. Maybe there's a bunch of sand flowing and destroying and hurting them all, or some guards showed up. I don't know. Something must have happened.
Maybe the sandstorm. She can't get through.
Wow. Yeah, but a sending spell wouldn't count as a sandstorm. Unless there was some kind of magical sandstorm. Oh, it's that thing I used to do back when I had good magic, where you can send a small little missive to anyone that you've ever known, literally anywhere.
Yeah.
There's a small chance it could fail. I guess technically she could be just literally failing every single time, but there's like a 5% chance of that happening. It's very, very low. But it's possible, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway.
So she's dead.
Goodness, I hope not.
That's what you said.
What? No. I hope not. Just to check, though, John's going to try casting a wizard spell. That isn't a ritual. Okay, well, never mind. There are other options. We could try to go through a different portal that would lead us to a different world that may have a better chance of getting us some way of getting in touch with them. For instance, hey, Anonymous, you probably aren't going to be helpful, but...
accurate.
There is a portal that leads to Northport, or rather, Yord.
I don't have that world in any of my records.
But it's a Pact Malefic portal is the thing. You have to have it.
Right, but it doesn't go to a world... No portal from the Pact Malefic ever originally went to a world called Yord.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. John knows this. John knows where that came from.
It was Warcrow's portal, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so he would know where Warcrow's portal is. It never went to Yord. It went to a different world entirely, but he would know where to find it.
Okay, and then John would know what that world is, I would assume. He's got it in his lexicon of, I write everything. Not I, John writes everything.
Yeah. And you've come and gone from here before.
Yes.
So you know that it lies in the room to the north.
Very good. I would like to Is it one of the ones that's behind all the crazy?
I mean, they're all behind all the crazy.
Well, these ones aren't.
But you are aware of the traps in this particular area. You have passed between these two chambers. I
passed through a couple of the other ones in the north.
Yeah, you took good notes, right?
Well, John did.
We did this whole thing where
we went through a huge adventure.
And you took good notes, right?
Right?
So
I'm missing a lot of notes that I know I had that I don't anymore.
Tragedies happen.
I just walked to this door. Is it going to let me? Nope. Well,
so
tried.
Here's the other thing. You're in the Obsidian Tower.
Yeah.
One of the greatest repositories of elder lore.
Yep.
In the multiverse.
Good call.
I'm just saying.
Well, I was before we left. I was going to head down here to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Computer. I just didn't know if that would make for good on air. Like John goes to the computer and looks up stuff on the computer.
It depends if it's something lore relevant and exciting. It could be.
John goes to the computer and looks up stuff on the computer.
Okay, so John is.
Oh, hey, what do you know?
What do you find?
Let me just put this right here so you can.
Careful.
Can you bring the camera over here?
Mm-hmm.
Just for those of us playing at home, little something fun.
Yep, little Easter egg.
Little thing, no big deal. Don't know why I'd go in this one, but that could be fun. I did some rather interesting adventures there. I think the place is called Anakra. I called it Merlin World because everyone there is pretty old school fantasy with a twist.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, it was cool. I got thrown in prison my first rodeo there. It was dreadful.
There are these other portals, most of which you've never been through, but you could examine.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
North of Anakra, if you don't mind.
Okay, roll an Arcana check.
Rolling. Keep those good times rolling. Natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, Greg Digger, please. I thought I also got some of these names down because I did do some of these checks.
I hope
you kept good notes, right, mate? Right, mate?
Okay.
Wow.
This portal is very strange. Not on this side.
Okay.
But the connection is inhibited severely. Like, if you attempt to access this portal, it's as if it's having trouble forming. But not because it's weak. You roll a natural 20 on this. Okay. So what's happening is when the portal attempts to form, something is constraining it to a 2-foot diameter.
Oh.
And it cannot expand larger than that. It is stuck at it. And whatever is like limiting it to that is immensely powerful. Ironclad locked limit, restricting this portal to a 2-foot diameter.
Are we talking like pressure of the ocean? Like
it's magical. It is a magical, artificially created magical barrier. You got a natural 20. That is probably around that entire world. That entire prime world.
Hey, Anonymous, which one is this?
Roll a persuasion check.
18 plus 7 is 25.
That was a particularly promising outpost. Askis is the name of the world. A-S-K-I-S. And no, it has nothing to do with applying your repulsive lips to the backside of another creature before your puerile mind mentions it.
The funny thing wasn't even going to be going there.
And thus is the corruption of mortals and the eternal torment that is John Carmichael.
And you better believe now, I absolutely would like to ass-kiss the ass-kiss. Wasn't going to before, but hey, you know what? Your own personal hell, Anonymous.
That we lost contact with that world after an artificial parameter of some sort was placed on it. Our followers there were unlocking great feats of magic and science. They wielded incredible power. They had established dominion over large swaths of the population before they were thwarted by a small band of heroes.
Oh.
Many of their type were put to the sword and to the spell. There was a great crusade that drove the Pact Malefic, who had near dominion over the entire world. Drove them out. There was massive slaughter, and the last thing that happened was that an artificial limiter of some sort was placed on it, restricting the portal size to 2 feet.
Interesting.
Obviously, there are many ways around such a limitation, but there are many other powerful wards on that world, and we've lost all contact with the cysts that were on that world.
Hey, out of character question. Is this the one I think it is?
And then probably not.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't think it's one you've ever heard of.
I didn't know if it was the one that we were in where it was lost, and then we were bringing it back.
I have no idea what you're talking
With
about.
the martyrs and the... It was like
No, it's not that world. Although that's a good thought. No, it's not that world. That'd be cool though. It's from a previous campaign that we played. Nope, this is a world that Matt has never heard of.
That's cool. Well, as far as you know.
I'm pretty confident you've never heard of it.
You've never even heard of it.
I had not until today. Now I know of the glorious ass kiss. Asena, you might want to pull me away from this. I'm just going to go around studying portals for a while and then looking up.
What does Asena want to do?
In a demon
Is she being left alone and bored?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, after he realizes this interaction between Anonymous and himself and just going through these portals and looking them up now that he has not... You have to understand. Before when I was coming through here, we were being chased by monsters and we were... Oh, I think the cat just went down.
Okay, I'm going to retrieve the cat. Be entertaining.
Like I said...
We got a runner.
Monsters, and we were lost. We were being chased. We were...
Spooking time.
I mean, there's nothing to eat here, as you can imagine. We had to find ways to survive, and we couldn't just linger and stay here. We had to do things. And we tried to find a habitable, safe world where we'd be able to spend some time and get our bearings. And unfortunately, we went from one horrible hell after the next. We went to Leftover, where it was just rocks floating everywhere and just the immense astral blendiness.
Where we just were.
Yeah, that's where we just were. We went to the mirror world, where we were being chased by our alternate duplicates and trying to get to a different portal in that world to make sure that we didn't get killed and replaced in any major world we went to beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
We lost someone there too. Actually, I lost 2 people there.
I'm sensing a trend.
Such as?
You lose a lot of people.
I don't lose.
Are you going to lose me?
That's not the plan, no. Look, when I was first going throughout the multiverse, I was very young. I was very weak. I went from being a...
Yeah, but now you're weak again.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say that. Do you think I'm weak?
I haven't seen your magic lately.
I just fanned the hammer on that elemental that was in the other world and destroyed it in one. You said 1 shot. It was 6 shots, but
That was a gun.
yeah, but it's still me. This is my buddy, Grontaka. We have a bond. We formed a relationship.
Okay.
This gun doesn't work for just anybody.
Well, I was just saying. You said that you're not going to lose me because you were strong, but then now you're not strong anymore.
No, what I'm saying is, you lose people in adventures sometimes. It happens.
So you can lose me.
I'm not going to try to lose you, Asena. I'm going to do everything I can to help you become whatever it is you're supposed to be, and I want to be there while we go through this quest and we try to save the multiverse. But no, I don't intend to lose you. I hope you don't lose me, although you keep threatening it. Every time we go to the astral plane, you keep talking to Gastone and I about how you're just going to up and leave one day. Slightly frightening.
Only because you don't like it there.
Well, because I can't do anything until you tap me in.
You want to go?
We just came from there, practically.
We can go whenever you want. We go through so many portals.
I know, we could literally go through one of these, and then you could tap us somewhere else, but that's not the point. What
2 times we went through, and I didn't do anything.
Yeah, by the way, the bonitis, not so great. I feel like we should not just go willy-nilly through the portals right now. What I'm saying is we need to make a plan. If we go through the PYRESPACE portal, we're going to end up on Verdura. But that means we're going to end up on a ziggurat surrounded by snake people that want to kill us and then sacrifice us and eat us. And not necessarily in that order.
Yeah.
So we need a plan. We can't just show up there without knowing how we're going to do this. So we either need to sit tight and hopefully Hara sends some message to let us know what the plan is, or we go back to PYRESPACE and hope that because we're in the same plane as the rest of them, they'll actually be able to more easily contact us. Or
how are we going to get back to PYRESPACE without going to Vedora?
That's just it. We either do that, or we have a few other options. we could try and convince Anonymous to let us into the portal that goes to Yord. Now, at least we're back in Northport.
We went to Northport. You just keep getting us lost.
He has that effect.
No,
You wouldn't be the first.
Hold on a moment here. What do you mean I keep getting us lost? You're the one who keeps pulling us through other portals when we're meant to go someplace.
I haven't done anything.
Well, not this time.
There's a flash of light. Tenkoble vanishes. During this conversation, he was jury-rigging the door to the south, inspecting it, seeing if he could mess with it.
Oh, no.
He has turned into a lizard.
Yep. Okay, I go scoop him up.
Okay.
What?
That happened to me the first time I came through here. Oh, Tenkoble.
You turned into a lizard?
Well, yeah, I got better.
We might like lizard Tenkoble better.
Lizard Tenkoble isn't nearly as effective or fiery as regular well, actually, wait a minute. Lizard Tenkoble, are you still fiery? Nope. I hold out my hand and see if he comes to me.
Away.
Nope, I chase him.
Okay.
Hold on. I can't let him get away. He's gonna get lost. He's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
Last time Donna was here to get me, she threw me in the air.
Last time you almost died?
Well, no, not the last time. The last time I almost died technically was a few moments ago. When we almost blew up.
We weren't gonna die.
Well, you weren't. You're a dragon.
Why does Omnis turn these things into lizards?
Oh, it's a trap.
Properly vetted members of the Pact Malefic are exempt from any and all security measures within the confines of the Obsidian Spire.
I thought Tenkoble was good at traps.
Our traps are better.
Yes, true. Mate, question. Does John recall if you pop the lizard, is it gone, or do you have to wait for it to expire, or can you squish it and it turns back into Tenkoble?
This is a cursed place, and if you pop the lizard is dead.
That's what I thought.
You have to dispel it or wait for it to pop.
Oh, goodness.
Your gnome companion, having been transformed into a lizard, he is attempting to scuttle away into the depths of the accursed fiendish tower.
Yeah, no,
what
he's not.
will you do, Asena?
Nothing.
Okay, Tenkoble continues
Nope.
to scare you. John, what are you doing?
I know, I got him. Crud.
Asena's gonna pretend nothing is happening. Although I probably would be pretty good at catching it.
You would be excellent at catching lizards. You have a lot of practice.
Oh, gosh.
What are you doing, John?
I need your help, Zena.
With
I
what?
don't have a good way of catching him without hurting him.
What do you mean?
What? You know what?
Why do I...
The bone-itis! Normally, I'd go running after him, but I'm not doing so well. I try to catch him.
Does the lizard have bone-itis?
The lizard does have bone-itis.
Yeah.
Because it also went through the
Disadvantage,
portal.
you said?
Roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage against the lizard's acrobatics check with disadvantage.
That was a 3 and a 4. Oh, no.
Okay. Tenkoble the lizard rolls a disadvantage dexterity check. You got a 3, right?
Yeah.
You got a 5.
No, but hold on. I have a bonus, though.
Oh, you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
This is
all
a
right.
sleight of hand, you said?
Mm-hmm.
11.
You just run after this with, your limbs. You can almost hear this creaking as you're going after the lizard, and it just.
Who put these stairs here?
You have now captured Lizard Tenkoble.
Perfect.
He bites the inside of your hand.
Doesn't hurt, though, right?
It hurts, but it doesn't do any damage.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Actually, he is capable of inflicting one piercing damage.
All right, hold
but
on.
he got a 4 on his attack, so he
Yeah,
failed.
no, he didn't need it. Squirmy little thing.
Jump.
I use a second charge in my case of carrying. Can you hold him, please? Don't let him go. No, forget that. I open the bag up. I'm holding him no, not by the tail. I have him pinched behind the head to where you can't do the biting thing, but I'm not squish hurting him. And I'm reaching into the case of carrying and terrarium. And it's got the little plastic things in there.
Now, when he stops becoming a lizard, how's that going to work?
I won't get the deposit back on the terrarium.
Deposit?
It's out on lease. He always wants to have the latest model every year, so he just leases a new one.
Technically, by the rules, he would appear 5 feet outside of the thing. But this is funnier.
Alright, so now it's just the two of you and a lizard.
Yeah.
And you're carrying around a terrarium.
Yep.
Like a whole terrarium,
Yep.
just carrying it.
This is getting strange.
Getting strange?
Asena has developed some sort of...
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
It's slowly evolving. It's after the Well of Wisdom. Like, she started, hey, wait a minute.
Can you plug your ears for a second? So here's the thing.
Oh,
Oh, no. Is this... No, mate. Mate. No, it wasn't for you. It was for Anonymous. Sorry.
Oh, got it. All right. Sorry.
No. So
What a good friend am I that I actually went through
I know,
with
that
it,
was
too.
wonderful.
All right.
You were great. John looks at Anonymous. Plug your ears for a second. So here's the thing.
She's gonna say no.
We need to make sure that we have this plan. I don't want to just throw you into whatever decision I make. That's the whole point.
Why not?
Because I want you to have some agency.
We
Asena.
make the plan,
Yes.
and we don't stick to the plan. We get teleported to another place, and then another place.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point?
Oh my god, I just realized. We're fools.
Finally.
You do realize, this is Matt speaking, by the way, you had a guiding light that could allow you to go wherever you wanted. It would tell you where to go and how far it was.
It told me to go in the portal.
No, we should have gone in the portal. And then while you are in the portal, you pull us out into the astral plane and then use the guiding light to have it pick the silvery veil in order to make sure that we knew exactly where it was. And we would have been able to go right back to freaking Ashen.
Well, I thought about that, but
Did
you don't like me pulling you into the astral plane.
No. Doing that without the guiding light, suicide. Having the guiding light would have made it much, much easier.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's a pity Anonymous isn't aware of any of this because he would mock you, but he can't, so I'm going to have to.
By the way, 2 minutes ago, literally 2 minutes ago, look at me, I'm such a good friend. Also, shame. Okay, so I say we go to Verdura and just see how it happens. What do you say?
Why can't we just have another guiding light?
Is that how it works?
No.
Well, it's a level 1.
Oh, that was different than that, I believe.
Oh.
That's a literal spell.
It was an item?
It was one of these deck of inspiration cards.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just keep cashing it until you get one. Oh, look at you shuffling the deck because he wants to make sure you don't just get it.
Well, I get a spell.
Guiding Light isn't a spell.
Oh.
It was kind of like talking to a god. By the way, what entity?
Says it's a spell.
There's a different. So there's a spell guiding light, and there's also this inspiration card that's called guiding light.
If you want to cash in an inspiration to cast the spell Guiding Light, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, but I can do a spell.
Right, you can cast a spell Guiding Light, which does something completely different from what the card does.
Exactly.
Oh,
The fact that they named the card Guiding Light.
Bright
totally
lights
unrelated.
shine at the target. The lights grant a +2 circumstance bonus.
I don't need
Oh my
that.
god, this is like a 3rd edition thing. This is not even 5th edition.
It's not.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a +2 circumstance bonus anymore.
Oh my god, you're right. The ancient text.
Yeah, the ancient text.
There probably is an equivalent spell.
It's got
Guiding Bolt. It's Guiding Bolt.
It's got to be.
That's what it's
Guiding
called, Guiding Bolt now.
Anyway, do you want to roll the dice?
What?
Do you want to cash in for one of these freebies? Though, you know what? Can I come out from behind the curtain here?
I mean, it would still work. It just, isn't as,
What?
Could come up behind the curtain. It's fine.
Okay. So, one, you are, again, in the greatest repository of evil knowledge, possibly in the multiverse, if there's any...
Oh, John's doing it before we leave, for sure.
Ancient law stuff you want to look up. You have deals.
Yeah.
You could cash in a deal. Korgamaz can
true.
cast Teleport.
That's a good call. That's a good
1
call.
out of 9. All you have to do is get to a Prime World. You get to any Prime World, ring up old Korgamaz, cash in one of your deals, teleported.
John pitches that to Asena. Wait, I didn't even tell you I tried to no, I don't pitch that to Asena. And I want to tell you. I don't want to tell you here, though.
Why not? We're in hell.
Because you're going to judge the crap out of me like you always do. I don't feel like being judged right now. If I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you in front of Gastone, because at least he'll back me up. You'll judge me. He'll say John had to do what he had to do, and then we'll at least have some sort of like balance. Now I got to explain it twice. No, not happening.
I have an idea.
Yeah, what's that?
We go through the portal.
Okay.
We go to the astral plane.
Okay.
And we just pick random portals.
I am 100% able to support that. I
Right.
can absolutely handle that.
Here, give us the terrarium. You pick which portal you want. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to spend 10 minutes with the magical demon computer.
What am I going to do with the lizard?
Just until it becomes a Tenkoble. Hold on to it and don't let it go. Also, scratch that. I'm going to be playing with the demon computer until that turns back into Tenkoble. So just, talk to Anonymous. He likes you.
Do you like me, Anonymous?
I don't even know you.
Thanks to you.
Now, he knows. That's the whole point. If he knew you, he'd hate you.
Oh. What do I do with the lizard?
There are a wide variety of useful spell components that can be derived from a lizard. Furthermore, this lizard contains a sentient soul, which is an incredible source of raw arcane power that can be harnessed and used to create a wide variety of magical items or as fuel in a ritual, the details of which are espoused within the halls of this tower.
I want to learn how to do that.
I would be most happy to assist you. Go away, John.
I'm not a computer. I'm not a demon computer.
All right. All right, I guess I'm looking up blood magic. Give me a moment to look up blood magic.
I am literally trusting in my companion that they're not going to kill our other companion, who's currently a lizard. I didn't even, as I walked away, said, and don't, trade Tenkoble's soul to an Omnis for blood magic, because I trust Asena. That's a poor decision on my part.
All right, let us. The camera pans away from Asena, who is about to learn how to eat the soul of a lizard, to John, who approaches the stone gargoyle, which holds up a stone tablet, an open stone book, which is covered with arcane runes and symbols. And as John drags his finger across them, they flow and shift. And normally, to an outsider, all they offer is very specific knowledge catered precisely to you. In your case, John,
I have somewhat superseded that.
yes, but first off,
Many hours of hacking.
you see the text of a powerful spell. A 6th level spell.
Listening.
It's beyond you now, even though perhaps you could still copy it down. Extinguish Soul.
Can I copy it down?
You touch the body of a dead or dying creature, destroying their soul permanently.
Oh, wow.
You regain hit points equal to their max health. For 1 day, for every hit die or level of the creature, you have advantage on all Arcana or Religion checks involving evil. All your spells deal 1d8 extra points of corruption damage for every level of corruption that you currently have.
Wow.
And reduce the target's maximum hit points by the same amount.
I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, I'll write that down. How much is it? It's I think it's, 50 gold per level of the spell?
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't an abjuration spell, right?
No, it is
I didn't think so. Okay. So 300 gold. I'm marking it down.
All right.
Can you send me the spell?
Extinguish Soul. I'll send you the details later.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll add it later. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Right. As John copies the forbidden text from there, Anonymous also...
Nothing wrong in barking at the cars as they drive by,
Anonymous leads Asena through the halls of the stronghold, beckoning you further and deeper up towards the north, opening the door for you. Do you wish to follow him?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
You are led into another chamber containing 4 portals and another stone gargoyle holding out a book. Anonymous gestures towards the book and instructs you to run your finger across it.
I mean, you don't know, but there's yours.
Okay.
Would you like to touch the magic book?
Is it bad to touch the magic book?
Well, who's going to tell you that? Anonymous is the only person here.
Anonymous.
No harm will befall you simply by touching the interface.
I touched the magic book.
Symbols melt and float across it until they form like from a pool of words with a lot of pictures, actually. A lot of pictures. These are instructions for a martial arts technique that you could potentially learn. An ability to harm and corrupt the body of an enemy whenever you use your flurry of blows, meaning whenever you spend a focus point to attack twice. Anytime that you use this technique, they have to roll a saving throw or be poisoned.
Poison?
The enemy will be poisoned for a number of rounds equal to your proficiency modifier. However, doing this requires you to focus your hate and exploit weaknesses in their body. It is a cruel but powerful technique that you are welcome to learn if you would like.
What's the catch?
Yeah.
The catch is that it calls upon the worst parts of you whenever you use it.
Well, I don't have any bad parts.
Okay.
You're such a devil.
You can add this ability. I'll send you the details later. It's called Dark Key Strike.
That's sick.
Literally.
Because of the poison.
Anonymous is poison. The poison is specifically made by Anonymous for Asena. Asena's poison.
I like it.
Okay.
John's like, chummy senses are just tingling like there's a joke to be made. I know there is.
All right. Back to John before we get into the blood right sacrifice.
Please don't do this.
John, what did you want to research? Because you have the ability to bypass. This is like the loading screen. It's like when your phone has been collecting a ton of information about you and it starts delivering targeted ads.
Yeah.
These are the targeted ads that popped up, and you've added Extinguished Soul to your spell book.
Yes. John is looking for information on the Elder Evils, Chronophage, whatever it is that's over Yord. More info on Kerr, Tiamat. Just collecting data. This is the kind of place where he would know in order to research, and John has the research feature, so he's going to be doing everything he can to gather.
Okay, what topic are you researching first? You don't know how long Tenkoble is going to remain a lizard.
Let's do Yord's Elder Evil first.
Okay, what do you know about Yord's Elder Evil? Because Yord wasn't even supposed to be in the books in the first place, remember? They didn't have an original presence there. Do you have anything that could help you figure out Yord's Elder Evil? Any clues?
John probably does. Matt needs to just bounce it off you real quick. Mm-hmm. So I found out about this from the Vignar, I believe. Justin. They said that there was an Elder Evil that was lingering over Yord, and it was going to destroy it in a year.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I don't know if they said anything else other than that it was drawn to the flesh of Kur. Pods out of character. Can you think of any? Because John Carmichael is a very smart person. He's got a higher intelligence than I do in real life. Can you think of any clues about an elder evil threatening all of the world of Yord that might have come up?
What do you mean clues? Like give him clues?
All John knows, because here's the thing. Inside this tower, remember, all these different evil societies on all these different worlds came here and they shared information. They brought back information about their own worlds, their own research, their magic, their technology. They shared it, they collected it here. So John has access to all this information, this database of evil, but he doesn't, and he's trying to figure out what is the elder evil that is threatening your home world of Northport. But you can't just search evil destroying Northport because, one, the society was never on Northport. Matt.
There's only so many other evils that are known of. There's only so many.
A lot of elder evils.
But there's only so many that can fit, certain categories. So what we can do is John's going to then research elder evils. And he's going to cross off the ones he knows it isn't. Cur. Chronophage. So far, that's what I know.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. No. There is a lot. But it's like there's less elder evils that are known than there are sand on a beach. It's
that'll grant you.
It can be. It would take a while, but you could. What is it called when you try and just put every combination in? It's like strong arming it or
brute
forcing it. John could brute force this.
Okay, so here's the thing:
by just narrowing it down.
Information about elder evils is dangerous to have in your brain. You risk madness or corruption by simply just flailing around. Do you have any other clues or hints about a terrible evil threatening Northport or Yord?
Martians. There's the crap about
the Martians.
There's the crap about the Martians.
What about the Martians?
That they're from Mars. That they have crazy bomb tech and that they are getting into.
There's Martians?
Well, he thinks Gastone's brother. Vector. He thinks it's Martians. That could be the elder evil, is that it's doing some kind of paving the way, oh yeah, I'm from Mars, women are from Venus, and we're coming to take your stuff. And so I would assume an elder evil has a connection to mind messy stuff. And we've seen that what's her name? Florence Giotto has visions of undead
aliens
rising and aliens from another world, and that there's this meteor and this explosion. I'm assuming that it's got to be a connection. There's things that Vector is saying and things that Florence relate over, and we know there's a horrible thing that's going to happen. John went through that dream and tried to soften it for her. That's going to be the big thing that he's pushing.
Okay.
That's the angle he's going.
Now we have an anchor. Now we have something that you can work with.
Thank you.
Roll
aliens.
Aliens. Roll an Arcana check with advantage.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 15, good.
Okay.
23.
Okay. And roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Easy.
Against corruption.
Easy as pie. It would be so much easier if I had my spell that gave me advantage on Wisdom saving throws. 19 plus.
You're fine. Good. No additional corruption.
Gucci.
Behold the death of your world.
Not my world.
There, cresting the horizon. Yes, that faint body is he, and he comes for me, for us all. Rejoice, for the end is near, and all life, all pain, all suffering shall be silenced in the perfect eternity of undeath. Scholars have made breakthroughs by comparing dwarf creation myths, the oral tradition of the Grey Elves, and the collected writings of the Lich Asarak, recovered from a strange tower deep within the plane of shadow. The findings have been disturbing, pointing to some primeval mishap, a horrible divine accident, leading to the creation of something called the World-Born Dead. What was the total result of your Arcana check?
23. Is it Centipulchre? Is Centipulchre the elder evil?
No.
No. Interesting.
No. Centipulchre is a small fragment of the elder evil.
Ah.
A tiny piece of the world-born dead.
Remember that horrible thing that you went in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a piece of the crazy thing that's going to come after Yord.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
Yeah.
That's my bedtime alarm. That's when I get my child to sleep.
So, Senapulker.
You're gonna send me that, right?
Oh yeah,
Good.
I'm gonna send that to you.
Or make a little file on.
Yeah, I'll get you the details.
Thanks, man.
Something called the World Born Dead. Remember the map that Florence drew? The picture that also looked like something?
Yes.
That is the face of the World Born Dead.
Oh, very good. Very good. Remember that?
No.
I'll see if I can pull it up in the thing. Understandable. Have a nice day.
It was we're like, oh, it's a map. No, oh, but it's a face. It's a face map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
remember
got
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a dead world somewhere. That map of that terrain is literally its face.
Nice. That's cool.
The bad thing is a map, is a world.
Yes.
That makes sense. That crazy big old planet thing, the moon.
Mm-hmm. And as it approached that alien world, when you had all those visions, the dead rose from their graves and all life was extinguished.
Yep. And that was bad news there. That's going to happen in Northport.
Oh, no.
Not if we have any way to stop it.
We'll never get there in time.
But we will. With your help.
Not with how many places we jump to.
Well, technically we've got a whole year, and we've only been traveling together for maybe, what, a month? 2 months?
Don't know.
It's hard to tell in D&D times.
True.
Unless you have chat counting the long rest.
So yeah, there's a dead world. It is an undead planetoid. And it snuffs out all life, and it has already killed in that universe before.
And how do you stop a planetoid size?
That's a good question.
That's why I'm asking the crazy tome.
You didn't find that information out with the 23. But you did find out.
I have a feature that if I don't get the information I'm looking for, I know where to find it. And this is the place where I know I can find it. With enough time, I should be able to locate the answer.
With enough time, you could locate the answer in here. It's going to take extended research.
I'm fine with that.
Or,
not right now, but...
Or, the people most likely to know more about this, or to shortcut your research, because it all depends. If you're willing to spend a week here, we can talk. It's in here somewhere. It might be, it's like, you're dealing with this interface right now.
Yes.
It might say this information is not available in the interface, but it is available in the lower stacks in the accursed library full of horrible encounters.
Exactly.
So that might be possible. Or Dre Dotson might know.
Dre Dotson would probably
Dre Dotson or perhaps his companions might know.
Yeah, no, good call.
So
good call.
The information is here if you're willing to dig for it, or go talk to one of those SIST members.
I'm going to do the good old-fashioned Robert Livingren way and just say, we spend the week. There, done.
You want
No.
So like, all right, Gastone can just chill. That's fine. He can do his
That
thing.
doesn't hurt us at all. Our characters, it hurts. It doesn't hurt us at all.
It hurts the DM because the DM has to be like, all right, now I need to excuse why, I have to come up with a plan for Gastone for a whole week. Do you guys want to take the, 2 episodes from now? Do you want to take that off and I'll just do a solo game with Gastone to get caught up if you're going to spend a week in this evil place?
No, I'm not going to force Asena to stay here for a week while I do research. Although I will and let her know it's because I'm trying to find, Is that the lizard? Or?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't force that. Although I would say that, we do have the knowledge here. It's just going to take us time to find.
And there's always the danger of corruption the more you learn about it.
That's very true. That's very true. But if we talk to corruptible people that already know about it, and they share, it could help.
Exactly.
They've
also,
taken the brunt of it.
you know who's a great person to ask, how do we stop an undead planet?
An undead planet.
Gastone.
Oh, yeah.
He's already working on nukes.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
Just do the Armageddon arc. Go fly up to it.
And then just plant a big bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Big old bomb.
And WC Tim in chat has the specs.
Yep, there we go. That's it. We did it, Rito. So I'm going to be looking up, so that way we can get back to the lizard business. I'm going to be looking up
Is that the title of this episode? Lizard Business?
Lizard Business. No, it's Ass Kiss Lizard.
No, it's not going to be. As the one who uploads the VODs, that's not happening.
We mentioned Askiss and we mentioned Acerak.
All right. Back to Asena.
Oh.
Anonymous is going to start giving you the instructions of a ritual. Are you proficient in either Arcana or Religion?
No.
Okay. This is going to be a slow... Let's see here. What's your proficiency bonus?
That's a great question. What's my proficiency bonus? It's not loading for me right now.
I got you.
This is a difficulty. You seem to lack any and all knowledge. It's very little surprise that John has failed to effectively instruct you. We can at least begin the basics. Anonymous begins to describe the use of ritual implements, ceremonial daggers, chalices for the holding of blood, vile, foul incense, ritualistic circles and sigils of dark gods.
But wait,
there's more.
You also have to, pause every 2 minutes or less for an interjection, and it takes a while.
What color are they?
Exactly. Here it comes.
They're made from abyssal blood iron.
Is it shiny?
No, it's dull from the blood of the many beings whose deaths actually went into incorporating and fusing beneath the surface of the first layer of the abyss and the infinite circle of Avernus on the battlefields of the Blood War, coalescing into this format.
Maybe there's some shiny gems on it.
There can be, yes, there can be shiny gems on it, but you'll need to procure your own for this to work.
Okay.
Now, are you paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The sigil must be drawn in exactly this form. The outer circle must be complete and intact, and not a single straw or hair can breach its outer barriers.
Can I draw it with a pen?
No, you must draw it in blood.
I don't have a blood pen.
I'm rolling a saving throw for Anonymous.
Good. This is why. That's my girl.
He got a natural 20. He is so determined. He is so determined, just to spite John Carmichael, to teach you that his patience is infinite.
Yeah.
Asena, roll an intelligence check.
A 10.
Hey.
Okay. All right. 9. Okay. He is very carefully trying to lead you through this. He tells you there's all sorts of rites and primordial chants that will draw the life essence of this creature and consume the energies of its soul as it leaves the material plane. The soul of the creature must be older than you. What was this creature before it obtained this unfortunate fate? A gnome?
There's no way he's older than me. I'm super old.
Like, literally.
How old?
We don't know. We asked the Dargans in the graveyard, and they didn't know.
Really?
Yeah. Like astral old. Is that a thing? Astral old?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Do you think it's older than the gnome?
Asena.
Yes.
How badly do you want to know the truth about your origins?
I thought you were going to say about the lizard.
And that seems as good a place as any for us to end tonight's episode of Coriander Society Adventures. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back with one more live in-person shit show next week. Oh, wowie. Wowie, wowie, wowie.